Hi guys, Mel from Aloha Quails here. Today we're canning meatloaf. Okay, so today we're gonna can meatloaf, and I bought some meat at Sam's Club. This is ground beef and ground pork, and then I've got homemade breadcrumbs with Italian seasoning in them. I've got one onion that I minced and grated. So I grated half and I minced the other half. Then I've got 1.5 stalks of celery, minced, finely chopped. Approximately 1.5 to 2 carrots, depending on the size. Again, finely chopped. The reason why we cut these all so small is because it helps the meatloaf from falling apart. If the pieces are too big, then I notice like my meatloaf gets really crumbly. So I cut them small and it stays together better. And I've got 4 eggs beaten. And of course tomato sauce and Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so I'll show you how I do it. Let's go. Okay, so first we're gonna combine all of these ingredients, and then we're gonna add the meat to it. I do it this way so that everything gets evenly distributed. Okay, so here we go. When I'm dumping it in, there's no rhyme or reason. Just dump and go. Okay, so in here I've got 2.5 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon of pepper, and 2 tablespoons of salt. And just dump that in. So, if you think it's a lot of salt, remember we're making 7 meatloaves. Put the breadcrumbs in. Lightly beat the eggs. And your tomato sauce. Okay, now this is the tricky part. For your what is this thing called? Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I just do this. I do not know how much that is, but if it doesn't look like enough, add more. That's what I do. And then you just go with your fingers and you just mix this all up. And you get it all incorporated. Okay. Then you dump your meat in. Make sure that paper isn't on the bottom. Okay. Okay.
How much meat is that?
So this is 6 pounds of beef and 3 pounds of pork. I like to go that ratio because if I go all beef, I find it too dry. So I've always added some pork to my meatloaf. Comes out a better product. And then when you guys are mixing, don't press down the meat really hard. You want to keep it like, I want to say airy, because it'll be a very dense product at the end if you press it down too much. So I kind of just break it up like this. And then I just fold it on itself. And then I break it up and fold it. But I'm not really pressing down hard, if you can see. But just until you see like it's getting evenly distributed. So if you're not sure of the seasoning, then you can always just grab a little piece make it into a patty, fry it up, and taste it. And then you can adjust your seasonings from there. Okay, so today we're going to use quart-sized jars, and they're wide mouth quart-sized jars. Because if they're the narrower ones, the regular opening, your meatloaf's not going to come out. It's going to come out in pieces. So this way, after you cook it, the meatloaf is going to shrink, and then you should be able to just dump it out whole. We hope. So when you're filling it, do a little at a time, and then push it down and pack it on the bottom, and make sure that you don't leave any air pockets on the bottom, just like that. And then I kind of let it ride up on the sides and create like a little bowl inside, so that the next one I drop in will fill that hole. Again, not leaving air pocket in the middle, and then just push it down like that, and just repeat this process until you get to the top. It's very important that you do a little at a time, because that way you're not going to get less chance of having air pockets inside. If you have an air pocket inside, the jar can explode. Okay guys, so I've filled all my 7 jars. It took all of the meat. As you can see, we filled all of our jars, about 1.5 inches of headspace. So now we're going to go ahead and clean our rims. And I like to clean the sides too, because of my hands, with vinegar water. And just with a clean cloth or paper towel, and I just wipe it around and see how dirty it was. Get a new part. Let's clean. And this one's ready.
And why do we do this?
And this is to take off the oil from the top of the glass, so that the lid sticks to the glass. Once you've got your jars sealed, you're gonna put it in your canner.
And you're gonna can them for 90 minutes per your canner's instructions.
There you go.
Always make sure to follow the USDA guidelines. Follow the link below.
Yes. Okay guys, it's the next day. So after your canning, my canning process is all done. You're gonna let the jars cool. Take it out of the canner and let the jars cool anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. And they gotta be completely cool before you handle them. They're gonna look like this, where you can see the meat has shrunk away from the jar, and they're completely cooked. So when you're ready to eat them, you open up the bottle, dump it out on a pan, put, I guess, whatever you want, like ketchup, or I put tomato sauce, more Worcestershire sauce, and some bacon. Then I bake it just to heat it up, cook the bacon, and it's good to go. So, you've been watching Melv with Aloha Quails and how I can meatloaf. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.